Are you tired of being blindsided by women? Stoicism, the philosophy of resilience, reveals a hidden landscape of emotional complexities often misunderstood by men. Consider this. A woman's capacity for intense empathy can paradoxically create a vulnerability to emotional manipulation, a powerful force masked by societal expectations of strength. And here's a startling insight. The drive for social validation, often perceived as superficial, is a deeply ingrained survival mechanism shaping decision-making in ways men rarely acknowledge. Discover the 4 surprisingly effective learning techniques that Harvard students use to achieve academic success and unlock your own cognitive potential. So, what makes the learning approach at Harvard so effective? It's not about spending more hours in the library, it's about how you spend those hours. Let's look at 4 powerful techniques. First, there's interleaving. Think about learning different types of math problems, some involving algebra, some geometry, some calculus. Instead of studying all the algebra problems first, then all the geometry, and then calculus, Harvard students mix them up. They solve a few algebra problems, then a few geometry problems, then back to algebra. This seemingly random approach actually forces your brain to work harder to distinguish between concepts. It's like a mental workout, strengthening your ability to recall the right method for the right problem. It's far more effective than just practicing the same type of problem repeatedly. Next up is spaced repetition. This is all about reviewing information at increasing intervals. Instead of cramming everything the night before an exam, you review the material a little bit each day, gradually increasing the time between reviews. For example, you might review something today, then again in 3 days, then again in a week, then again in a month. This technique leverages the psychology of forgetting. When you review information just as you're about to forget it, you strengthen the memory trace, making it stick longer. It's a very effective method for long-term retention of knowledge and solidifying understanding. The realization that the story was mine to rewrite was incredibly empowering. This wasn't about becoming an extrovert. It was about finding a more authentic expression of myself. It was about understanding my needs and setting healthy boundaries, while also being open to connection. I started practicing vulnerability, sharing my thoughts and feelings with trusted friends and family. It was scary at first, but with each act of vulnerability, I felt a sense of freedom. The fear of judgment began to lessen, replaced by a growing sense of acceptance of myself, flaws and all. I began to understand that connection didn't have to mean constant socializing. It could be a deep, meaningful conversation with one person, a shared activity with a small group, or simply a moment of shared understanding. The key was to approach interactions with curiosity and openness, rather than fear and apprehension. I started paying more attention to my inner voice, listening to what I truly wanted and needed, instead of what I thought I should do. This self-awareness was crucial in helping me navigate social situations with greater confidence. I discovered the power of saying no without feeling guilty and the importance of prioritizing my own well-being. This journey wasn't always easy. There were moments of doubt, times when the old patterns threatened to resurface. But I learned to be kind to myself, to practice self-compassion, and to celebrate small victories. I started to see that my introversion wasn't a limitation, but a strength. It allowed me to be a thoughtful listener, a deep thinker, and a loyal friend. The single question didn't magically transform my life, but it gave me the tools to do the transforming myself. It gave me the courage to challenge my beliefs, to rewrite my story, and to embrace a more authentic and fulfilling life. I found that by being open and vulnerable, I found deeper connections and a greater sense of belonging. I discovered that true growth often lies in facing our fears and stepping outside of our comfort zones, even in small ways. And I realized that understanding my inner world was the first step towards navigating the outer world with greater ease and confidence. However, even with this significant shift, some questions remain. The research highlighted the power of self-awareness, but it didn't fully explore the impact of societal pressures on introverted individuals. The constant emphasis on extroversion in many cultures can create a sense of inadequacy and pressure to conform. Furthermore, we haven't directly addressed the impact of environmental factors, how your surroundings and relationships can contribute to or hinder your transformation. These are areas for further exploration and continued growth. If you're ready to take charge of your life and embark on this journey of self-improvement, then let's begin. Like this video, if you found it helpful, share it with someone who could benefit from it, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on psychology and personal development. Join our community and let's create a life filled with joy, happiness, and meaning together. Keep watching for more amazing videos.